Right, hello everybody, and welcome to the Summerslam 2016 review. The show, from what I got to see, I got to watch the last 5 or 6 matches, from 8 to 11. It was good. It was good. I heard a lot of people hated it, or didn't like it. I got one problem with the overall show, and that was the placement of the matches. One, we'll get to that. We'll get to the match in a second. I didn't get to see it. The women's title match was the second match. 2, the WWE World title match was not right before the Universal title match, or vice versa. And those two were not the last 2 matches. And 2, there was a match before Brock versus Orton that was not a title match. Well, it was a title match, but it wasn't a world title match. We'll get to that in a second. The pre-show, Sheamus beat Cesaro. Yep, you heard me correctly. 2016, Sheamus beat Cesaro at SummerSlam to kick off the first of 7 matches they will be having. Sheamus beat Cesaro. Sami Zayn and Neville beat the Dudleys. Good, because if you didn't, you killed 3 of your main talents on Raw in literally 2 matches. And American Alpha, the Usos, and the Hype Bros beat the Vaudevillains, Ascension, and who was the third team? Vaudevillains, Ascension, Breezango. Then the show kicked off. I didn't get to watch any of these matches. Jericho beat Enzo and Cass. I didn't think that was going to happen. Enzo and Cass, hometown heroes for the day. Jericho, I assume, is going to set up a feud. Why wouldn't it? You know, I guess they're gonna play it out longer. Maybe they'll split them up at Clash of the Champions, which is at September 25th. I don't know. Charlotte beat Sasha to become a 2-time women's champion. Charlotte beat Sasha to become a 2-time women's champion. Now, I didn't see this match. I don't know how she won. I don't know if anybody interfered. I doubt it. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't seen the match yet. But Sasha's not the champion anymore. I don't know why. I don't know if Bayley's going to Raw. I feel like Bayley should go to SmackDown, because SmackDown's women division is shit right now. Mainly because they don't have the title. But Becky Lynch is the only dominant woman on the division at the moment, so put Bayley over there. Don't put Bayley on Raw. I mean, it'd be cool to put Bayley and Sasha together, but put Bayley on SmackDown. It'd make more sense. And then Miz beat Apollo. Good. I wanted that. Then the matches I got to see. The match of the night was the first match I got to see. AJ Styles versus John freaking Cena. Also, by the way, this is the second time I'm filming this video, because I filmed it completely. I hit stop, and then one of the bad things about filming these on my phone at the moment is phone storage fills up fast, and I didn't have room, and it didn't save, so I have to do this again. So I'm filming this on Monday because I didn't feel like filming it again at that time. So John Cena versus AJ Styles, a great match of the night, match of the year candidate. It was wonderful. It was phenomenal. Even start, they both start out with a bunch of grapples. Drop kick to John Cena. And then, as soon as he drop kicks John Cena, AJ gets on the top rope and starts celebrating. He gets down and turns around to a big old right hand from big old John Cena, and it drops him on his ass. AJ suplexes John Cena onto the apron. Cena launches AJ over his head. 1, 2. AJ kicks out. Cena hits a dropkick. 1, 2. AJ kicks out. They trade blows. AJ takes some shoulders. 5-knuckle shuffle. AA reverses into a Pele kick, which then turns into a Styles Clash. 1, 2. Cena kicks out. AA. 1, 2. AJ kicks out. AJ hits a spin-off jackknife powerbomb. 1, 2. Cena kicks out. Cena hits a neck breaker, which really just looked like he threw AJ. He had him like this. He threw him into an RKO. It looked pretty cool, but it was just a neck breaker. He got a 2 count. AJ hits his own not inverted, but he hits his own version of the AA, where he does the AA, or fireman's carry slam, whatever you want to call it. But he hits him in the back of the head with his knee when he falls down. He gets a 2 count, by the way. Cena then dodges a springboard 450 splash and gets a 2 count. Phenomenal forearm gets dodged into the STF, which gets reversed into the crossface, which then gets turned into the calf crusher, which then gets returned into the STF, which then AJ turns into a pin, which gets broken up, which then AJ then hits an Enziguri on Cena, tornado DDT to AJ, 1, 2, AJ kicks out. Leg drop to AJ, 1, 2, AJ kicks out. Frankensteiner to Cena, phenomenal forearm, 1, 2, Cena kicks out. Super AA from the top rope, 1, 2, AJ kicks out. John Cena standing in the corner like, what the fuck did he just kick out of Super AA? No one does that. I'm John freaking Cena. No one kicks out of that. I don't lose. I'm John Cena. AJ pulls himself on the rope. Cena goes for another AA. He turns it. He turns it into the Styles Clash. It's a Styles Clash. It's a phenomenal forearm. 1, 2, 3. AJ Styles beats John Cena by himself in the middle of the ring at SummerSlam. No excuses. AJ won. He beat the face that runs the place. Great match. Match of the year candidate. Jon Stewart then came out, as you know, last week on Raw. Mick Foley said that Jon Stewart was going to be their special guest. Apparently, it was for the New Day. He joined the New Day for the day because Big E is currently injured. New Day versus the Club for the tag team titles. Anderson and Kofi start off. Anderson has the upper hand. Kofi stomps on Anderson's chest. He gets a 2 count. Gallows takes over on Anderson. Kofi drop kicks Gallows and then launches himself over the top rope, taking Gallows out again. Gallows kicks Kofi off of the top rope. Xavier rallies on Anderson, hits a drop kick on Anderson, gets a 2 count. Then he hits an Enziguri and a flying elbow 3/4 across the ring. He gets a 2 count, by the way. Magic Killer on Kofi. Jon Stewart then gets in the ring. By the way, when Jon Stewart came out, he said that he was not going to interfere in any matches. He was not going to hit any big superstars in the chair with the chair and interfere like he did last year. Jon Stewart got in the ring to make sure there wasn't a pin. Spinebuster to Xavier, who tried to save Jon Stewart, and Gallows and Anderson are about to give Jon Stewart ring postitis, but it's a new day. Yes, it is. Big E comes back to the rescue. New Day gets disqualified because Big E is not a part of the match. He attacks Gallows and Anderson, and they stand tall. Their reign lives on. Big E walks over to the jar that has the egg that they are considering his nutsack, and he drinks from it. Don't know why, but he drank from the nut jar. Dean Ambrose versus Dolph Ziggler for the WWE World Title. Now, as you can see, this is literally the third match we're talking about. I told you I watched 6 matches. Yes. Wait. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 matches, and we're talking about Dean versus Dolph. Third. There's 4 more matches after this. 4 more matches. And we're talking about it third. This happened pretty much at 9 o'clock. You had 2 hours left in the show and you have the world title match at 9 o'clock. Granted, the show started at 7, but still. 9 o'clock. You had the women's title, literally the second match of the show. What the fuck are you doing? You're not supposed to do that. You could have easily had... You could have had the WWE World title match, women's title match, Universal title match. You could have the Universal title match, women's title match, WWE title match, women's title match, WWE Universal title match. Switch those 2 around. Or have WWE Universal women's. Or switch the first 2 around. And then, yeah, you could have easily done that. But no, you had to just completely fuck it all up. Dean slaps Dolph, Dolph slaps Dean. Neckbreaker to Dean outside the ring. Dean throws Dolph. They get back in, and then Dean throws Dolph back outside the ring. Dolph bounced off the... Dean bounces Dolph's head on the steel steps. Super butterfly suplex to Dolph. 2 count. Dean stomps on Dolph's chest. Drop kick to Dean Ambrose. Dean slams Dolph. 1, 2. Dolph Ziggler kicks out. Dean tunes up the band, mocking Dolph Ziggler, who has been mocking Shawn Michaels for quite some time. DDT to Dean Ambrose. 1, 2. Dean Ambrose kicks out. I forgot who it was. Famouser. Dean Ambrose kicks out at 2. Double crossbody. I love when they do that. They hit the floor. I love when they do that. I really do. I really do. Dean starts to rally. He hits a bulldog. Hits a flying elbow drop. 2 count. Dolph tries the sleeper hold, but Dean's like, nope. We're just going to dive out the ring. He dives out the ring, taking them both out of the ring with him. And Dolph then hits a super kick on Dean outside the ring. It's an 8 count outside the ring, and then Dolph goes for a pin, which becomes a 2 count. Zigzag. 1, 2, 3. No, I'm kidding. It wasn't a 3 count. It wasn't a 3 count. Dean kicked out of the zigzag. Dean hits his wacky clothesline thing, or whatever you call it. And then Dean headbutts Dolph off the top rope. Dirty deeds, 1, 2, 3. Dean Ambrose is still your WWE World Champion. I told you. We all knew it. Dolph Ziggler was not winning that title. Naomi, Becky, and Carmella versus Natalya, Alexa Bliss, and the stylish, stunning, amazing, seductive, glorious. No, she's not glorious. Well, they played Eva Marie's entrance, but then the announcer guy said that she was on vacation because she didn't feel like being around rowdy fans anymore for a while. And then Nikki Bella took her place, like I said in the predictions video, because literally the day she got suspended, it said Nikki Bella was cleared to return. So they pretty much gave it away. Alexa and Becky start off. Naomi gets slammed by Natalya. Carmella hits flying head scissors on Natalya. Nikki suplexes Carmella, and then for about 5 minutes, they beat the shit out of Carmella. They do not let her get to the other side of the ring to get a tag in. But finally, Becky comes in. She hits a Bexploder on Natalya. She hits a Bexploder on Alexa Bliss. She Irish whips Nikki into the corner. And then she hits 3 springboard sidekicks to each of the 3 women. Hits another Bexploder on Natalya. She hits an Enziguri on Natalya. Becky hits a leg drop on Natalya. She gets a 2 count. Naomi hits a crossbody on Alexa Bliss. Carmella super kicks Nikki. And then they all out brawl. Carmella takes out Alexa Bliss and Natalya, but forgets about Nikki Bella. And Nikki Bella hits what they called the TKO. It just looked like the Rack Attack. That's all it looked like. They called it the TKO. I don't know why. for the win. The bad girls won. Didn't really do much, I guess. They don't have a title. There's no stories anywhere. Put Bayley on SmackDown. That's all I gotta say. Put Bayley on SmackDown. Seth versus Finn. Notice how we're not talking about the United States Championship title match yet, because that's more important than the Universal title match. We're talking about Seth versus Finn at the moment, not Rusev versus Roman. We're talking about Seth versus Finn up here. The title looks like the WWE World title that Dean Ambrose has, except this one has red leather. It looks pretty cool. But it's exactly the exact same thing. Finn starts off with the sling blade, goes for the coup de grace right away, misses. Finn then gets drop kicked by Seth. Oh, he drop kicks Seth Rollins' knee. Seth throws Finn over the barricade in the timekeeper's area. Seth then powerbombs Finn into the barricade on the other side of the arena. And backbreaker to Finn. 1, 2, Finn kicks out. Seth knees Finn in the face. Frog splash to Finn from 3/4 of the ring. 1, 2, Finn kicks out. DDT to Seth. Finn starts to rally, hits some chops in the corner. Sling blade to Seth. Drop kick to Finn. Pele kick to Seth. 1916. 1, 2, Seth kicks out. Seth dodges the coup de grace for a second time, locks in the triangle. Corner powerbomb. 1, 2, Finn kicks out. Small package pile driver to Finn. 1, 2, Finn kicks out. Finn drop kicks Seth into the barricade. Seth dodges the coup de grace, goes for the pedigree. Seth kicks out of the pedigree, and then Finn, he starts to rally. Seth goes for the pedigree again. He dodges it, hits the sling blade 3 more times, and hits the coup de grace for the win. Your new and first Universal Champion is Finn motherfucking Balor. Yes, I wanted it. We all wanted it. Most of us wanted it. I would have been okay with Seth. It would have been okay. Most of us, either one of these guys would have been great. They're the main guys on Raw. Either one of these is okay. But Finn is the man on Raw at the moment. He's the Universal Champion. And yeah, he won. Okay. Roman Reigns versus Rusev for the United States Championship. Rusev attacked Roman during his entrance. Rusev threw Roman into both sets of steps. Rusev hits Roman with those same steps. Roman throws Rusev into the timekeeper's area. Superman punch. Roman hits Rusev with a chair. The match gets canceled. Roman walks to the back. Rusev gets up. He attempts to walk to the back by himself. Roman then comes back out and hits him with a spear. And then that's the end of that. That's how that happened. I told you. Rusev was not winning the match. But Roman was gonna look like a badass. No. Rusev was not losing the title. But Roman was gonna look like a badass. And they did just that. Rusev didn't lose the title. Roman looked like a fucking badass. Because there wasn't a match. They just had Roman beat the shit out of Rusev. And now, the main event. Brock, PED taking Lesnar versus Randy, Viperville Orton. Don't tell Brock Lesnar I said that. He's gonna kill me. This match, I mean, people are, today going on Twitter, people are saying that it was booked like how it was. I could see it being booked like that, but I don't know why Randy Orton would agree to the way it ended. I mean, I guess it doesn't even make him. I mean, I guess it could kind of. It doesn't even make him look strong. It just makes him look like he got beat the fuck out of him. Anyway, Brock attacks. As soon as the bell rings, Brock attacks Randy Orton in the corner. He just attacks him. Orton hits a drop kick, and then that pissed Brock Lesnar off. You don't drop kick Brock Lesnar, and that suplex 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 occurred at that moment. Then Brock slammed Randy Orton onto the SmackDown Live table, and then he did it. He slammed him onto the table. He rolled over to the announcers, and then he slammed him over the other way towards the ring, and he went through the table. And suplex 7, bitch. Brock put Randy Orton onto the table, the Raw table, and they were going to, I think he was going to F5 him, or suplex him, or something, I don't know, but RKO out of nowhere. Randy then does his DDT in the ropes, and RKO for a second time. 1, 2, Brock Lesnar kicks out. Are you fucking crazy? You crazy gonna kick out. He's Brock fucking Lesnar. But after that, and that's where this match went downhill. Brock got pissed off. Unless the match was supposed to go like this. He got pissed off. Brock took off his padded gloves. You know, the things that hold those guns for hands behind? He took them off. And he started beating the shit out of Randy Orton. He hit him with an elbow. And that elbow, I'm pretty sure, knocked Randy Orton out for a little bit. It was... Because Randy went from, like, squirming when he was getting hit to lifeless body for a second. He eventually started moving again, but he went lifeless for a little bit. And then Orton, he just laid there while Brock went to town on his head, right here in this area specifically. I don't know, because Brock took his gloves off, so unless he had blades, like he Wolverined it, or if he had a blade on his elbow, I don't know where they could have bladed. I doubt they bladed. It's Brock fucking Lesnar. Of course you're gonna bleed if you get hit in the fucking skull a bunch of times from Brock Lesnar. But, Orton's head gushed. It was fucking gashed all over the place, gushed. There was fucking blood everywhere, all over the ring. They never rang the bell for a while. Doctors came out to check on Orton. Bell still hasn't rung yet. So Brock was like, match is still going on. Pushes the doctor away, goes back beating the shit out of his head. More doctors came out. They started checking on him some more. Brock was like, match is still going on. Beats the shit out of his head some more. And then they eventually ring the bell. It gets called. Brock wins. And after the match, after they ring the bell, Brock's like, fuck it. He goes back and punches some more. And everybody's chanting Goldberg. Everybody wants Goldberg to come out because it had been rumored all week that Goldberg was going to come out and set up something for WrestleMania. And it never happens. Shane comes out to check on Randy Orton because that's what a good commissioner does. Brock doesn't let him get to Orton, and Shane gets F5'd. And Shane lands in Orton's blood, which is possibly legit blood, because I don't see where they had a chance to blade or use fake blood. Because he took his hands, he took his gloves off his hands, so he couldn't been, unless he was fucking hiding shit in his hands while he was biting, or he had a blade on his fucking elbow. I don't know, but I don't know. I don't really like Brock Lesnar that much, so I wasn't really into it. I mean, I wanted Randy Orton to win just because I don't like Brock Lesnar, but at the same time, I knew he wasn't going to win because he's Brock fucking Lesnar. I don't know. It was a decent show. There was a lot of people who didn't like it. a lot of people who didn't like it. And honestly, I think it's just because the way they set the matches up. Putting Dean Ambrose in the middle of the show, Sasha Banks losing her fucking title at the second match, and then Roman and Rusev. I mean, that segment wasn't bad, but having that right after the Universal title match kind of devalues the Universal title and the WWE title, making the US title seem more important than both of those titles. Kinda. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Camp Cody, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles.